Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Historic Militaria. Today we're going to be looking at a gun that sort of defies explanation. This is a Mauser wartime commercial broom handle. This one by serial number was made pretty early in the war. It's in the 288,000 serial number range. So pretty early on in the wartime commercial guns. This one actually at some point went to the RFV, which was the German Reichs Finance Ministry. And you've got your RFV stamp. And then this is gun number 523 for the RFV. They were a pretty big organization. They were basically German customs, tax collection, and actually border guards as well. So apparently border guards would carry broom handles at that time period. And this was probably used by the RFV in the Weimar to probably the early Nazi period. I'm not really sure exactly when the RFV kind of stopped stamping their broom handles, but they didn't need the latest and greatest, so they kind of got the broom handle, which was a substitute standard gun, obviously. This is still a very nice gun. It is a Bolo, though, which really shouldn't exist at that time period. And we'll look a little bit closer at some of the interesting features on this gun. So your lower is a regular full-size lower. You've got your large standard size grips, which are matched to the gun, by the way. Everything else is standard, normal, nothing unusual. You've got your new type safety on this, and it's an NS entwined hammer right there with your serial number repeated normally. What is interesting though is obviously the Bolo size of this gun, and you've got a pretty high front sight there with your banded front barrel. Obviously this one was not refinished. You've got good color there, so that probably was not a reblue. You do in fact have really good chamber markings. You've got your typical fire blue, but this one actually only has sights up to 500 meters. And you see this on a lot of Bolos, but you also saw it on Red 9s. But this sight is actually numbered to the gun. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. It does kind of seem like this may have started life as an actual Bolo-sized gun. If that's the case, it is kind of a unique one and maybe was a special order. It is in 7.63 Mauser, so it's, the caliber is nothing special, but all the parts are matched to the gun. The only interesting thing here is the serial number here is in a very different font than what you normally see on a broom handle. So it looks like it was stamped differently or separately, so not really sure what to make of that. But all the other parts of the gun have very standard serials. Obviously over here you've got your standard Mauser mark. At some point, looks like an A was carved right there. Don't know what that means. But other than that, just a sort of an unusual gun and sort of indicative of kind of the weirdness that you will see in guns made during and just after World War I. I've seen a number of just sort of strange variants that don't really make a lot of sense, and this one is kind of one of those. If it is not a factory Bolo, the level of workmanship is pretty amazing. This certainly was not cut and then put back on, and if that was shortened, which it may have been, it was obviously done with pretty much arsenal level expertise that you'd really only see on a 1920 Red 9 conversion from the Treaty of Versailles. The other thing is this one does not have any 1920 stamp or anything like that, so it really seems to have been a factory job. If you know anything about these, I'd love to hear some comments and some theories about this one. drop a comment, and I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy what you're seeing, like and subscribe, and more videos will be forthcoming. Thank you for watching, and this is a very interesting gun. Kind of makes you wonder. Thanks for watching.